Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Hover's Jelly. This is Hover. Today I'm here with a skincare video that has been long overdue because this is like my excuse for all the time I had already made a video, which is true, and by the time I was going to edit it, it was outdated because when I'm making these videos, I've done this routine for at least 2 weeks, and then I'm like, okay, now I can call it my set skincare routine, so I'm gonna make a video about it. And then a week later, when I'm revisiting the video to edit it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this anymore because I have a new routine that I'm trying to settle down with. So I felt bad because by the time this video is up, I'm already doing something else, so I felt like I was lying. So I was having this dilemma to lie or to not have a video, and I have compromised to changing the format of the video from a demonstration to just a talk through to show you guys how my skincare has changed and what I'm doing lately for the last 2-3 days. So I'm going to start with what I did in that other video, which was pretty much a mixture of everything that I had settled down with that I am really liking. Let's show you guys this. So for the cleansing, this is the one part that hasn't changed. I removed my makeup using this, which is the Banila Co Clean It Zero Radiance. This is one of the trios that are the Banila Co Clean It series, and there is a pink one, which is the original one, and then there is this, and there is like a green or minty one, which is for oily skin, which is obviously like a squeaky clean one. But I went for this, which is supposed to be a more moisturizing one, and this is a sherbet type cleanser. As you can see, I've used quite a lot of it, and I only got this like in mid-November, I think. Yeah, and as you can see, I have been very much enjoying it. It actually did have a inner lid with a spatula and was really clever. It has a little hole for the spatula so I don't have to lose it, but because I'm using it every day and at some point I got really sick of it, and because I wash my hands before I cleanse my face anyway, I decided to get rid of this, and I just use a finger. And basically, I really like it. It's very, very gentle. It doesn't sting my eyes. Of course, I don't try to get it in my eyes, but when it does, it doesn't sting my eyes. It does make my sight a little bit milky because it's sort of like cleansing oil. It sort of goes milky when it mixes with water. But I've really enjoyed it because it doesn't drip like cleansing oil. But of course, I do visit my cleansing oil every second week or so just to get rid of some sebum that has been collecting because it wouldn't do that job getting rid of blackhead and stuff. But besides that, this has been my everyday makeup remover or cleanser. It removes everything as long as I use a Q-tip. It'll do everything, and no cotton pad required. It's really simple, gentle. I like it. And usually I would use this afterward. This is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, which has been really gentle, like it says. I don't have a problem with this. In the morning when I wash my face with this, it's not drying. But I do have one problem, is that can you see how the product sort of solidifies there? Okay, I get it. A lot of things like these do that, but they harden into these tiny little crystals, like a scrub crystal. And when I massage my face, I would feel this like crystal like poking my face or scratch my face, and it really hurts. So when I start massaging my face with this, I start really gently, and then when I feel the crystal, it happens every morning, I would get rid of it and then I would start massaging. So besides that, I've really been loving it. It's a big bottle and it's not that expensive considering the quantities, so I've really been loving it. And when I'm done washing my face, I don't get rid of all my moisture like I've always done. And I have been loving this piece, but of course I've already talked about this in my winter favorites, so I'm not going to, you know, go in detail. So I mix it, put it in my palm, and then I would absorb it, massage it, whatever I would do with it. And then I go on to my IOPE Bio Essence. I hadn't been using it in November, and I am going to spank myself for it, bad girl, because I don't know why I haven't been using it. I just love it. I'm not using this these days with cotton pad. I'm just using it on my hand directly. So I would get some, like half a teaspoon. I use quite generously, and then I would just rub it in my hands, and then I would just go like so. Okay, and then I would go on to my hydrating essence, which is my Ohui Hydra formula 777, which I have done a review very recently, which is going to go up here. And then after it, it depends, but when I am feeling dead dry and even 2 layers of this wouldn't work, I would use like maybe a drop of this product, which is also really great, which I have already also done a review with it, comparison review, so you guys can visit this video here. And this is the Espoir Hydra Magic Boosting Essence, and then that was an optional step. And then as my moisturizer, I would use my Ingram's The Skin Doctor Camphor Cream Herbal. I would mix it together and I'm good to go. But I've already talked about this in my winter skincare, but I've really been loving it. I think you can get this in the States if you're living in the States, but I do believe this is like a South African made product, so if you're in South Africa, then you're in luck. Okay, so that was my old skincare routine, which was pretty much like overall explained in my other skincare favorites video, which is also going to be here. And let me go on to what I've been doing very recently, and that is the Moly Intense Care Snail skincare line. This is a kit that I got from working there. So it has the Snail Skin, which is the toner, Snail Lotion, essence, and cream. They have an eye cream as well, but it's not in the kit. But if you buy the cream, which is 36,000 won, they give you an eye cream with it. Now, I was debating whether to include this part or not because I'm still working in Moly, but I thought, you know what, it's not like I am like a Moly ambassador, and when you guys buy Moly from God knows where, it's not like I benefit from it, so I'm just gonna talk about it. Of course, I'm not going to try and talk bad about it because I'm still working in there, just in case they're watching, but I'm sure not. Basically, I was very disappointed with their other skincare products. I don't think that I have super sensitive skin, but I do break out a lot from strange products, and those products would usually contain alcohol or dimethicone, which is silicone. And you know what happens is that it's very difficult to find something that is completely alcohol free or silicone free unless you're looking for a higher budget. So if you're going for like road shops or like drugstore items, it's really difficult to get something that is completely alcohol or silicone free, even paraben, although they do now start having paraben free products that are also pretty cheap. But you see what I'm trying to say? So it's really difficult to obtain it, and those Floria lines didn't work. The whitening essence, which is huge, apparently it works magic for a lot of people. I put the essence on, it was okay, it was pretty hydrating for a whitening essence. But my face started getting a little bit red. I think it had a little bit of alcohol or some whitening product didn't work with my skin, so I was like, okay, Okay, I'm not gonna touch you anymore. Okay. And then they gave me a Floria Nutrient Energy sheet mask, which is not for sale, but it's sort of like use this mask because it's sort of similar to the Nutrient Energy line. So I used it, and most of the time those free giveaway sheet masks contain a lot of alcohol, so it was probably one of that as well. But putting that mask on for 5 minutes was enough to just burn my face. It was like red, like it was like spotty and patchy and red. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use Tony Moly anymore at all. And I'm talking about skincare. And then they were like, no, but like, you know, this line is okay. The Snail line is pretty good. And like a lot of the tourists do come and buy a lot of these products. So I was like, okay, you know, this is the last chance I'm giving Tony Moly skincare products. If this does not work for me, I am not going to dare try anything. So I tried it and I was actually quite impressed. Of course, this is like double the price of all the other skincare products besides the Snail products. So, I mean, this is very expensive. One skin, which is 140 mils, is 31,000 won. Same for the lotion. The cream is 33,000. The essence is 38,000, I think. So they are quite expensive, especially if you're going to try buying the whole set. It's going to be over 10,000 won, so that's quite expensive. But if it was that expensive and still broke me out, I would have been very furious. And it's not. So I think it's safe to say that it's less irritating or less strong than, you know, other Tony Moly lines. So if you did have slight problems with other like Floria or other lines, do consider this. I'm not gonna say you have to go and buy this. Just try it out first on your face, and if you like it, then it's pretty nice. And what's really good about this, like Snail line, is that it smells divine. It smells like lemonade. I'm like, you know, I probably looked so ridiculous, but it really smells nice. Especially the skin, which is the toner, smells super divine, like lemonade. And then for the past 2 days or 3, I have tried only these products, no addition, no hydrating essence. It was actually quite enough, but these days it's been quite warm, like as in weather-wise, the wind wasn't that bad, so there was like a benefit of the doubt, I guess. But I was very impressed with this, so I'm still using it. I think I'm going to finish it and then go back to my older skincare routine. Anyway, and a little addition to this is this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I was so looking forward to this, you guys. I had heard so many good reviews about it. I was like, I'm finally getting it. But I think my expectations were too high. I don't even actually know what this is good for. For one thing, it's not that great for hydration. And it has this like strong menthol smell, which sort of freshens me up, I guess. But I'm not talking about the complexion. I'm talking about like mentally freshens me up, like aromatherapy. So I use it usually when I'm really tired at work. I would sort of spritz it on my face and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work. But I'm not sure if this is doing anything good for my skin. Like, officially it's supposed to be smoothing and glowing complexion helping sort of elixir, but it gave me the kind of glow that any mist would give me, which means it's glowy, alright, but it only lasts like other mists, you know, would last on my face. So I don't really see the point of buying this particular product unless you're going for that whole menthol and freshening scent. I don't know, is it just me? I just thought that it was kind of overrated. Anyway, and then for lip balm, I'm using this Strawberry Crush. I used to use Uriage, but I put it in my washing machine and then the whole thing melted and I was heartbroken. And yeah, I'm still debating whether I should get another tube. I mean, I think I should because I still have like at least 2 months of winter ahead, but I've just been so heartbroken. How could I have been so stupid? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, especially if those of you who were waiting for my skincare routine. If you guys do want a demonstration, I will edit out from my old clips of like how I do it. I look totally dead, but yeah. But yes, that was it. I hope you guys are having a great new year and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!